GM fan, we are live with your host Phil X Contreras, where we're going to talk about Solana NFTs, Ordinals, a lot of things going on this week, a lot of stuff, a lot of things that have been sold as well. And Node Monkeys, they have been on the realm right now. There has been a lot of Twitter talk about these dudes. We're going to talk about them a little bit about them and what the hell they are on the Ordinals ecosystem. All right, so right now, we have Aurory project Helios sold for 50,000 Aurory, $70,000. I mean, this little cat, some dude bought this little cat, thinking that this guy is his little gem for this project. If you want to know what Aurory is, it's basically a next generation entertainment franchise anchored in innovative F2P gaming experience. I think I should play this one day. Let me know if you want me to play this one day where we can hang out and see how this thing plays out. But yeah, this is one project that a lot of people love, and it has been basically one of the main gaming experiences in this ecosystem. And then maybe I could show you a little bit on how it looks like right here. It's pretty cool, but I actually never played it. But after watching that one thing sell for freaking, what was it, 70,000? That, I mean, that's a lot. I'm getting curious right now on what this game is, actually how it plays. All right, so Node Monkeys, this project is quite insane. I mean, this is basically on the Ornos ecosystem. They kind of came out of nowhere, but the big thing about them that really just like got the whole Twitter thing spiraled up was this thing right here. So Chart for Monkey, he's a big dog in this whole NFT world. He went in Solana. He experienced a little bit on other chains, but then he just became this Bitcoin bull. I guess for like the past 6 months. But he throws out. So Node Monkeys had a $5 million offer to sell their collection. What I think should happen now is that they raise at least $5 million for charity with their whitelist applications. After my 3 years in NFT, I don't think I ever saw a better whitelist distribution. Send nodes. So right here's a big statement. Had a $5 million offer to sell the collection. They also had other things as well in their whole system. Like they could have made money left and right, but they decided not to. This is going to be something that basically is going to be like right here. NodeMonk has not done a stealth mint. 100% of the collection is in our wallet. We will announce on Twitter, Discord. It's basically like one would say is a very fair way of bringing the project into an ecosystem without venture capital. It's just these guys are just gonna throw these things out. Whoever wants to buy them can buy them. There's really no roadmap on this project. It's just art, and whatever they want to do with it is what they want to do with it. So it's free game. You can buy it if you like it, and that's it. It's not like we're gonna try to pump these things. It's more like, hey, you want to be part of this type of group? Go ahead, And the thing is, no one knows if this is real or if this is gonna be one of those projects where like these guys just disappear. I mean, it's happened before with our Solana Monkey business group, our community. The guys just went off and did their own thing, but people still bought into the project, and then it became its own community. And here we are with Monkey DAO. Maybe Node Monkeys could be that for Bitcoin. Maybe a community might be built around this, and they just might do their own thing. They might hang out. I could see this being something to like where an Ordinals hacker house happens, and this community just goes and just vibes over there. Something could happen like that, or this could be one of those ones where it just tanks for no reason, and then everyone just forgets about this project. We just don't know what's gonna happen. But it's a very interesting way of putting this on display in the Orno system, with basically them just saying, here's a project, do what you want with it. We could be out of here, who knows? Or we could throw some little gem out there at some point in the world. So that is basically what this is. But yes, there's hype around this. I personally don't know why in some way, but I kind of get it because it's almost like you have Bitcoin frogs, which are really cool. it's like a community in the Ornos ecosystem, but it's still like missing something. And it feels like Node Monkeys, maybe that's gonna be them, where it's just gonna be one of those ones where just people just got in and just, it just becomes organic. Um, if sometimes it feels like in all these other Ordinals collections, it almost like felt like it was just being pushed in. So we'll find out. We'll for sure see how this plays out. But these are, I would say, some. It's being realistic. So maybe some will say it's artistic. I think it looks like crap, but at the same time, it's what you would expect from pixelated art. It's lovable. You want it's cute. You could buy it, and as time passes by, this could look like it's a very beautiful type of piece of art once this thing becomes $20,000. So we'll find out. But it's funny. It's funny. It's funny stuff. I like it. But yeah, that's basically what Node Monkeys are. Oh, and here's another one. Node Monkeys are the first native Bitcoin Ordinals 10 collection. Yes, punks were before, but punks are a one-on-one copy of crypto punks. I'm not trying to take away from the importance of Bitcoin punks, but think that Node Monkeys will play more important. I agree with Charful Monkey here, because I really hate the way people bring other types of art into another chain because it's not really original. This is original. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is like different, and Bitcoin. That's why Bitcoin Frogs, that I would say that's a good project to compare with, because Bitcoin Frogs is kind of original. So I agree here with Sharful Monkey about these punks. I think his punks are just kind of like a derivative. But HGSO also says send nodes. I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it, but he says send nodes, and that's probably one of the coolest logos out there that people send out on Twitter about these monkey node monkeys. All right, so on for that, we'll see how they play out. We'll see what happens next. I'm actually really excited about it. I can't wait to see how that happens. Am I going to buy into it? Probably not, but I am going to observe it and see how it plays. And maybe in the future I might. But all right, so Ordinals Maxi's 44 sold for 2.1 BTC, $78,000 and $315 for this pizza looking dude. Some guy just decided, you know what? Pizza is a historical moment in Bitcoin. I love those red, beautiful eyes. And this thing hits the spot as my profile pic. I'm spending $78,000 on this thing. Boom. That's Bitcoin for you. That's how it's done in this ecosystem. These guys are trying to get the most beautiful art out there, and maybe this could be it. Ordinals Maxi always does it big, I would say. This community is blown up. These guys basically just like became like the number one project right now in this ecosystem. And I'm just gonna pull it up. You got ZK Shark here doing his thing with this project, and you can just see here that they're throwing these other things right here. You got this right here, this freaking burning crap, and people are just loving this. People are loving this project. This guy says announcing Ordinal Night by OMB Magic Eden Amsterdam. Step into the world of Arnold's as we bring your nose to the canvas of historic Dutch marker calendar. This thing freaking went wild. I mean, communities are being built around this thing. I like it. I enjoy it. It's like it's a punk version. Again, so this brings up the whole Node Monkeys. That's why I like Node Monkeys as well, because it's like almost like they're really original. I mean, these were like like a reverse trifecta of the CryptoPunk. Yeah, it's cool, but I always think of CryptoPunks when I see Ordinals. But overall, I mean, I see them. They're number one right now. Great for them. Congratulations. And all right, so we have Cool Cats. They have thrown something insane. They just went into Thanksgiving and threw out their cool cat looking dude on the streets of New York City. He's coming back. He's doing this thing. People are looking at this thing like, man, what is this thing? They're looking it up. They see it's an NFT and they're probably throwing it up. Either way, it's great for our community because we are making the stage right now into the main street of this world. So cool stuff to see a cool cat in here. Hopefully we get to see a Clayno, maybe a little Solana monkey in there. That's probably not gonna happen, but I could see a Clayno getting in there somehow. I don't think a Solana monkey will get in there, but I mean, who knows? But we'll find out. All right, so in other news, Netflix gave $11 million to a company to make a movie. What happened? Well, these dudes decided, you know what? Let's go trade this money. Maybe we can make more money. Maybe we can make a better movie with a bigger budget. Let's throw it all in stocks. And they lost everything. So now Netflix can't make this movie because this company does not have the money. I don't know what they traded in stocks, but they lost everything. And that just comes to show you when you give someone your money, don't expect it back. So there you go. We'll see what happens there. We'll see what goes on. Boom, bada bang. All right. So this guy Royce can't wait for the Netflix documentary on this. All right. So, anyways, we have some other news. The DOJ announces that it has secured felony guilty pleas from Binance and its CEO Shizi. So this guy right here just throws it out there, basically saying, you guys are done. And then on top of this, you have what's her name? The lady, the Secretary of Treasury, Janet Yellen, telling this dude that, you know what, it's not called Binance, it's called Binance. And when she said that, the whole Twitter went nuts. They throwing a coin out there called Binance. This thing takes a 90-degree turn, and instead of focusing on the issue, she accidentally makes a new token called Binance. So that is what's going on with that news right there. All right, so next thing, the gods. What's happening with the gods here? So for like the past 4 weeks, I would say the gods went through this hell zone. You had the god influencers all screaming. Some of them were squealing like pigs because they have never seen their money go from 100% to 20%. So you can really see who actually over invested the dollars into the collection. The God is one of my favorite collections in this whole NFT ecosystem. But when they went down, then you started to see where the floor was. It was around 3.2, I would say. And they started being bought left and right. So you're starting to see some new players get into the God ecosystem. I myself got a little bit of the excitement. I went into Flooring Protocol. Shout out to them, and I was able to buy some fractionalize the gods on that floor. The one thing I have been looking at and that I've been literally looking at every day is Frank the Gods. Now, Frank the Gods, he is not tweeting at all. During these moments, he's building. But one thing I do secretly, and I really don't want to show you guys because it's like one of my little secrets, is that I go to the likes and I see what he's liking. So that's like my way of just like confirming if he's still alive. So for like the past 3 weeks, 4 weeks, he hasn't been saying anything, but he has been liking things. He's been liking things like, how can you not be bullish on the gods? He liked it. New PFP, he liked it. This channel is getting free. He liked it. Nah, someone had too much here. Hard to reply. Like every time I see something like the gods is dead, gods has born. He liked it. All right. So Frank is out there and he is like, this is a way of him secretly saying, I am building something. So that is what I've been looking at. Like this guy here, exactly 2 years ago, this legendary insult was thrown by the Balloons brother. The gods then went from 5 sold to 1,000 sold. The energy today from GTA expectedly reminding me of this time. Everyone hide. There's a wild the god threatening innocent lives on a real note. Anyone else feel like the gods act like they're like #1 project when the floor is like 5? Then boom, explode. And Frank the gods liked it. Frank the gods like this. This is what I've been doing. I've been looking at what he's liking, and from there, I'm trying to see what is he doing, what is he building. He is secretly throwing these little gems in here. So that is why I know, he hasn't left. He's just been building in the background. I can't wait to see what he comes out, man. I can't wait to see what he comes out. I am kind of feel ashamed of some of like the God influencers who, when the Gods was like an all-time low, they literally just punched the community. They punched on Frank a lot. I think that was, that was wrong in my opinion. Uh we'll see what happens in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and we'll see how this whole plays out. So that's what I just have to say. All right, so there you go. Oh, and last but not least, the Gods co-founder artist Jonny the Gods has quit his role on the Gods. All right, that throws more little things out there. What's been happening to this dude? Well, I've been looking at his TikTok for a while, and this guy was passionate on music the whole time. He's just been building music. And then the Gods became like his sad project, and looks like he's going back to his music. I think that's actually perfectly fine. I think the Gods has scaled to a point that where they need someone else that can help scale this even further. If you look at, let's say companies, right? Uh, when these sometimes you have people who can scale it to a certain point and then they can't go any further. Maybe he could. Maybe Jonny the Gods could have. But right now, I just seem like it's a point where you could use probably another person's help into this when this guy is kind of focusing his music. So I think it's actually a good thing. I think it's a good thing that, Jonny the Gods is stepping back and letting the project actually do its thing while he can focus on something that he is passionate about. And we'll see how that plays out. All right. So I just wanted to throw this out there because I don't know what this is, but this has just been popping a little bit left and right in Twitter. It's called Bankman Finance. This thing's gonna come out. We're gonna see what it is, but I'm curious because there are people following this. When people are following this, and not just people following this, but when it's like a lot of people following this, I just, and especially like mutual following right here, like 84 mutual following of the people between with me, I start to see what is going on here. People are kind of talk about important bank of range is open for business. Okay, interesting. Why is he tweeting that? It's just one of those things where I just want to know what this is and what they're doing. So many future holders have won their bank list or free bankment from our cash machines, all the winnings. So I would just say just check this out and see what the hell this is. What are they building? This guy says it too. Jakey, I mean, he's a content creator, he's super fucking impressed with everything Bankman fine. All by his side as we are over at Bell. I've been working with them for the past few, but the presidents felt we're at breakpoint. Okay, so they were at breakpoint. These guys met each other and they talked to each other. So this is actually like, it's legit that these guys are building something and people are liking it already. So that's why I'm getting so curious about what this is and what they're doing. So we'll find out more about this and these whitelist bots and what they're building over here. All right, so in other news, a dinosaur, a NFT dinosaur has been sold for almost near $50,000. An NFT. A guy liked dinosaurs and he found this golden little nugget cute and decided to take 50,000 and just purchase this thing. That basically says a couple of things. Claynosaurs is something that we would like to call the gem of Solana. They really came at the worst time in Solana. They built this animation project. They got a lot of eyeballs from Ethereum for this project. And now they're throwing themselves on social media with TikTok and Instagram, throwing cool reels, getting millions of views, and they're building the IP brand. That's what they're doing. That's how you do it. That's how you advertise. It's free advertisement. And at some point, this IP is going to be worth a lot of money if they do it right, and already looks like they're doing it right. And this guy really likes it and he thinks it's worth this much. That's what he is valuing this little dinosaur for. He's valuing this already at 50K, and we're definitely gonna find out in 5 years. That's why I like talking about, because I want to see where this goes in 5 years or 10 years, and we'll find out soon enough. But congratulations to this guy. I hope he has fun of this, and then maybe he gets to go to one of these community events. All right, so the opposite of that, you have this dude who accidentally sold his Bored Ape for 3.73 ETH. What, I forgot what you call it. Thumb pressed it, and it sold for $7,000. These things are actually worth $63,000. I mean, poor guy sold this crying ape for what, like 1/20th of the price or 1/15th of the price. Dude, that's gotta suck, man. I mean, you can see it right here. He actually thumb pressed the wrong decimal at the wrong place, and it was completely sold within seconds. That really sucks. This guy says congratulations to the buyer and the seller. Oh man, that's gotta hurt, man. I am not, dude. I just never liked Bored Apes, man. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it sucks for that dude. Now, in other good news, Mad Lads has sold for 99.9 sold. That's $58,000. This thing right here, this skull sold for that much. These guys are insane. These guys really took Solana to another ecosystem. I kind of wish the gods were still in Solana just to see if if Mad Lads would have surpassed them or not. But Mad Lads are right now number one in the whole ecosystem. They're building, a crypto exchange. They built this backpack wallet. Who knows what else they'll build? Armani is a legend. He was like a coder or something on FTX back in the day. He's done a lot of crazy stuff. This guy's not gonna stop. So we'll see where that goes. All right, and you have Bitcoin Rock that also sold another one. Two Virgin Bitcoin Rocks for 6.9 BTC. That's $254,000 in total. Some dude decided to buy two of them. I'm telling you, this is not a joke. Some dude paid a freaking house for these two rock JPEGs. If you're telling me that we're living in a simulation, I would say, you know what, you're probably right. So this probably proves it right here. Screw the world being flat. This is right here. I would say it's, I don't know, but here we go. All right. Anyways, that is everything I have on that. As far as the market and what's going on in the market, man, a lot. So right here you have the list of NFTs that just the watch list, the greens, the reds, and I would say it's a lot of greens right now. Last time I showed net runners, it was like at 20.20. I bought a couple of these around there. Then they skyrocketed like at 0.70. And then you have anybody's just went up all the way up to 9.57. I mean, these guys have also, they've been like I would say like the brandish side of Solana NFTs. They go and try to find these web these, I would say like Toys R Us type of brands and try to bring them into the NFT ecosystem. Has it been working? Kind of not, but they're still there. They're still going at it. You have experiments that kind of blew up as well, which was kind of insane. Yeah, I was buying these things like at 0.15. They freaking blew up away at 0.40. Now they kind of came down to 0.25. You have Jersey doing his thing now. He's back into content creating. He was sick for like 2 weeks. You have Mad Lad still up there, 102. The Soul Army is coming back. I bought these bad boys like at I think it was 4.8 somewhere there, and then they went up to near 6, and I sold it. But General Soul is making his comeback as well. He signaled like an airdrop on Twitter, which was kind of cool to see him coming back into this world. But overall, I mean, you have the heist still, in hype mode. They're doing their land sales right now. You have different projects right now still in the green. ABC still in the green, but there's not really much red as far as like something that I'm looking at right now. But Claynosaurus, they're dropping down. That one's kind of getting me interested. Claynosaurus overall, I mean, they're the main project is like at 32, I believe, if I can find it. You have Claynosaurs right here. But yeah, if I could find it, that's the one thing. Yeah, 33 Solana right now. They've been dumping. Getting interesting why they're dumping. That's probably the most uh the most interesting project that I am watching here. I enjoy them more than Mad Lads, even though Mad Lads is a cool technology type of project. I mean, they're building in the crypto world, so I would say I like projects that are building outside of the crypto world that's not related to crypto. So Claynosaurus is that one project that I just really enjoy. So I'm definitely looking at this more than anything else. There's nothing else that I'm looking at. Um, Power pilots, man, I feel bad for these guys because Soulport Tom's just freaking building, completely building, and nothing's showing for it. The market's talking; they're saying they're not liking it, but maybe at some point they'll change their mind. So this is how the people vote. People vote saying they're not enjoying the product, but maybe they will in the future. So we'll see how that one plays out. But yeah, that's overall what's going on in NFTs. It's been quite interesting. You have ABCs right here, and you have Bitcoin Ordinals doing this thing as well. You can see right here, what's going on. Where's Bitcoin? Let me put Bitcoin in here. All right, Bitcoin Frogs number one, Ordinals Backsies back at number two, 0.53 BTC. Insane, man. I remember when these things were like at 0.20. Bitcoin Frogs at 0.11, and then Bitcoin Rock making this comeback from nowhere. It's got at the top 11. But yeah, that's basically everything. Much love, and hopefully I'll come back online next time, sometime this week. But overall, that's everything I have. So let me know if you want me to talk about anything else. And I hope you have a good Thanksgiving. It was awesome for me personally, and much love and peace.